We're fighting in the Battle of Berlin today. Let's take a look at the forces. For the Soviet forces today, we have a Red Banner Rifle Company. This will be mostly the same list from what I outlined in my Race to the Reichstag article up on Battlefront's website, but let's take a look. We have the HQ of the Red Banner Rifle Company, upgraded with the Dmitry Babanov command card. We've got a Red Banner Rifle Company with 10 Rifle MG teams and a Commissar. These have Panzerfaust and 2 Maxim teams. We have 2 Red Banner Storm groups. They have the full complement of 7 SMG teams, a PTRD team, a Maxim, and an 82mm mortar. And they're also equipped with a Panzerfaust and a flamethrower. One is upgraded with Pyotr Vasilevsky, and the other with the Red Banner color group. I'll probably switch out one of the overall command ones with one of theirs just to represent that, but we'll get to that. Then we've got a Maxim company with 3 Maxims. We have a 120mm company with 3 mortars. I upgraded these from the 82mm mortars. We have the Red Banner 203mm Storm Gun platoon with 2 howitzers. We've got the Red Banner Assault Tank Company with 2 T-34-85s and 2 ISU-152s. And lastly, a Red Banner 45mm Anti-Tank Gun platoon with... that should have 4 guns, not 2. Sorry, I'll put the 2 out there after a bit. In support, we've got 3 late IS-2s, the non-hero variant, and 4 OT-34s in a company. And that will be today's Soviet force. The Germans will be a Berlin battle group mixed formation of lots of different stuff to represent one of the better defended sectors of Berlin. The formation are 2 Sturmgewehr 44 teams. I have them represented here with an SS small team and a Fallschirmjäger small team. In the formation, we have a Waffen SS platoon, Ardennes SS platoon in the chart, upgraded with a single Panzerschreck. We've got a Fallschirmjäger platoon, rifle MGs, with 2 Panzerschrecks and 2 heavy machine guns. And then a Volksgrenadier assault platoon with MG42 AR teams. Also in formation, we've got a battery of 2 8cm mortars and 4 SS heavy machine guns. In support, we have 4 Luftwaffe Flak 88s. These are represented here by 2 different types that we had. We just don't have any Luftwaffe ones yet. We got a platoon of 2 IR Panthers. These will be the remnants of Panzer Division Munchberg that fell back from Silov. We have a triple Flak 15mm platoon, and a looted T-34-85 taken from the command cards. I believe it is a aggressive, trained, confident. We also have a number of minefields and barbed wire entanglements, along with some street barricades, and 2 Panther turret bunkers taken from the fortifications for blood on the streets. Okay, here we are after deployment. So 4x4 foot table, so everything from that roadway over is in play. So first off, we placed objectives, 1 there. And 1 there. Then I placed my fortifications and defenses. So my minefields, I got 3 there, and 3 over here, and then 3 barbed wires, and 3 more barbed wires. And then I placed my Panther turret there, and there. Sewer markers for the mission, 1 there, and 1 in that burst out building there. Then Bree placed a ranged in marker for her on-table mortars there. My mortars are not starting on table, they're in reserves, so my list that's in reserve, I've got the Volksgrenadiers, the SS platoon, the Panthers, the looted T-34, the flak battery, and the mortars. I placed the MG42s in ambush, and then deployed my 88 battery there, to HQ, and the Fallschirmjäger platoon over here. Redeployed. On that flank, we have the 1 storm group upgraded with the Red Banner Party, as you can see by the command unit. So the OT-34s, the Red Banner rifles, the assault guns with their T-34 escort, the 120mm, the 45mm guns, the 203s, the IS-2s, and the other storm group. That one has Vasilevsky and the Maxims. And Babanov is also over there supporting that flank. And that will be our deployment. So we'll be back after turn 1. Or with turn 1, rather. All right, Soviet movement, turn 1, general advance. The storm group on this flank tried to advance and then followed me, but unfortunately did not pass their follow me check. The IS-2's tactical forward, along with the OT-34s there, out into the open. The assault gun company, they just took up positions behind the street barricade because there's not a lot of space right now, so they'll just be able to shoot over it. The 203 millimeters, they did dash, but their dash is what?
4.
Yeah, so they're kind of slow, unfortunately. The rifle company, you can't really see it unless I do this. They advanced forward. The commander attempted to follow me, so we got 4 teams into the building. On this flank, this storm group advanced also with a follow me to get farther into the parkland. We're saying that the brown area is not actually forest, it's just open park. The stands of the tree themselves, those will be our quote-unquote tall terrain areas. So that's a mostly open space. And then the company commander is just following over here. 102s, or sorry, the 120s are just staying stationary, seeing if there's anything under the template for their first bombardment. And the 45 millimeters also advanced. So that will be first turn movement. We'll be back with some shooting. Start of turn 1 Soviet shooting. We're going to attempt to range in some mortars. She's choosing to range them in here on top of the 88s. That'll get pretty much all of them. So you'll need a 5+ to range in because of the terrain. First attempt. Nope. Second attempt. Nope. Third attempt. No. Okay. That's good for me. Next, we've got the IS-2s. They're choosing to shoot at the Panther turret. So I'm careful, but they are slow firing. And I don't think the turret gets concealment. So we'll just say it's a 5+ to hit. Nope. Okay. And then next you had the ISU, the assault gun companies, so the ISUs and the T-30-45s at the same time. So the 85s, they'll be shooting through concealment, so you'll be hitting me on a 5 there. The ISUs, they will be shooting through concealment as well, so they'll be hitting me on a 6 though, because they're also slow firing. Which color's which?
Oh my god, I just had them behind it. I don't remember, so we'll say that one's green.
Okay. Oh, well, so one 85 millimeter hit and one 152 millimeter hit. 85 millimeter is anti-tank 12. My front armor is 9, so I'll need a 3 or better. So that'll equal. What's the anti-tank rating of the 152?
13.
Okay, so I'll need a 4 or better. So they both equal, so that'll both be bailed out. So that'll be a motivation check, because it's 2 bailed out. So a 4+.
No.
Oh, well, that'll be a dead Panther turret, I guess. That's not good. All right, so I guess that takes away the rest of your shots.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, we'll be back after this. Okay, turn 1 saw Germans. There wasn't anything to do for the starting step because you just blew up the bunker instead of bailing it out. So first things first, I revealed my ambush. I've got the MG34s spread out across the building there. And then in my movement step, I moved my command teams from the 88 line to there. And that will be my movement. So we'll be back with some shooting. Okay, kicking off German shooting step, we've got the MG42s that have just ambushed. I've got 2 in this building that are going to target the Red Banner Rifle Company over there at long range. And the one there in the middle has line of sight to target the 203s. So, the Red Banner Rifle Company target, I'll be hitting you on careful, becoming 5 for concealment, becoming 6 for range. I will get 1 hit, of which I will assign the closest team in the building, so on a 3+ save. Okay, and then 6 more shots at your 203s. They are in the open. I didn't check to see if they were over 16. Could you please? All right, and then on the 203s, they are over 16, so hitting them on a 5. I'll get 3 hits. It's good for me. So 2 hits on one, 1 hit on the other, and they save on a 4+. This could be an expensive loss.
This is the one with a single hit?
Put him on 2.
Okay, so...
Green is the one with 1?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I killed 1 team. Okay, next, the Luftwaffe Heavy AA platoon are going to stationary shots and split their shots. So the 2 here on the left are going to target the OT-34s. And the 2 on the right are going to target the IS-2s. Okay, so this one here, shooting at the IS-2 there in the center, is over 16. So hitting on a 5, or sorry, hitting on a 4. 2 hits. 1 and 2. This one here, shooting at the closest team, so it's under 16, but it will be in concealment. So hitting you on 4s. 2 more hits. 1 and 2. And then we'll do the other 2 here, shooting at the OT-34s, because they're out in the open, and under 16, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. 1 and 2. Okay, so my anti-tank is 14. The front armor on your IS-2s is 10. So, roll a die. You want 4 or better for the one there.
You just got one on him, right?
Yeah.
The center one has 2?
Yeah. So, he bounces the shot. The one with 2 hits. 1 goes in. 1 equals. And that one equals. Okay, so my firepower is a 3+. So, bailing out that tank on a 3+. Nope. And destroying this tank on a 3+. So it's bailed out. Okay. All right, and then front armor on the OT-34s is 6. My anti-tank is 14, so just 3's up to destroy. Both bailed out. Okay. And that's the end of German turn 1. So some casualties, but unfortunately no kills for the tanks, which is kind of big because they got decent motivation. So we'll be back with Soviet turn 2 starting step. All right, Soviet turn 2 starting step. We got some remounts. So the IS-2s remounting on a 4+.
Okay, so this one
gets in.
Remounts.
And the other one gets in. Oh, that's less than ideal for me. All right, OT-34s remount on a 5+.
Mm-hmm. So this one first gets in. That one gets in.
Okay, and a last stand test 4+ for the 203mm.
No.
Of course, it runs away because it's something I wanted to have in the game to highlight. That's
naturally.
Okay, so we'll do it the classic Soviet style. We'll be back after movement. Okay, Soviet movement step, turn 2. Lots of aggression here. So first up, Bree moved up all of her stuff with a cross-country dash to get in a line here behind the tree line for a future advance. Back line, the 45s advanced. The assault company moved up from behind the barricade. The IS-2s attempted to cross through the barbed wire because it's difficult terrain. They passed their crosses, they just didn't have enough movement. The OT-34s, all but one passed. They had enough movement to get right up close and personal with their flamethrowers and the 88s, so those might be gone. The Red Banner has advanced down the corridor of this abandoned building. And the Storm Group braved the minefields, all but one passing their skill test, and he did fail his saving throw. All right, so we'll be back with some possible shooting. All right, kicking things off with a nice toasty assault here. We've got the OT-34s shooting into the 3 88s they can see. 9 shots, hitting on 5s because of concealment. 3 hits. Okay, my saving throw on the 88s is a 4+, and these are a brutal weapon. So rerolling successes. I will lose all 3 because firepower was auto, wasn't it?
Auto.
That's
ouchies.
Toasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am chilled here.
Next, the IS-2 platoon. I think you said that last one was going to shoot at that 88. Mm-hmm. And then those 2 will shoot up into the building.
Yep.
So do the 2 shooting in the building first. They'll be hitting on 6s because of concealment and slow firing.
You're one shot each, right? Yeah.
Nope. And then the one hitting the 88 also hitting on a 6.
Nope.
Okay. Could have been good if they hit the building, though, because they get a D6 additional hits because they're a brutal weapon. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, your ISU 152s can pivot on the spot and shoot into the building as well, because they'll be targeting the upper floor, so their friends will not block their line of sight. So 2 shots hitting on 6s. One hit. So we got 1 hit, and you roll another D6, and that's how many extra hits you get on those teams in the building. It's 2 hits. Okay, so 3 up saving throw. Rerolling successes because it is a brutal weapon. I will lose 1 team because I think its firepower was also auto. And now these guys will actually not have range. We did measure before. They just had enough range to hit the 1 team, but he's now dead. So, not bad.
Not bad at all.
We'll be back with German turn 2. Okay, so they need a last stand test. They last stand on a 5+. So he runs away.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn for movement, I guess, for command. So we'll be back if I do any movement. So my only movement was to move the command teams into this building. Yeah, I really need some reserves. We'll be back with some possible shooting if there is any. All right, to kick the shooting step off, the Panther turret is going to take a shot at the one team it can see, which is apparently the command team. So over 16 and concealed, we'll be hitting on 6s. I get a hit.
Okay.
3-up save. Saved. All right, so then I'm going to pour my MG42s into that company there. Mm-hmm. You're careful and concealed, but you're under 16, so hitting on 5. So the first one, we'll get 3 hits.
Okay.
The second one, we'll get 1 more hit. And the last one, we'll get 1 more hit. So I get 5 hits. I'm just going to assign to the front row. So 1, 2, 2 Maxims, 3 Maxims. I think we stole a Maxim here.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's fine. 3 Maxims are there. So 3 Maxims, they'll take a hit. And then the 2 rifle teams. Yeah, we definitely stole a Maxim from somewhere, unfortunately.
Whoops. Maxim's a green. Probably got crossed over with them when we were deploying.
Probably. Oh, or the Maxim company is in there.
Oh, the Maxim company fell in there, I think.
Okay, so I guess it'll just be all 5 hits will have to be on the 3 Maxims then, because I can't choose both teams.
Right.
So 2, 2, and 1.
Okay. First one with 2.
It's good.
Second one with 2.
Is dead.
And the one with 1.
Is good.
Okay.
That's a SMG team. Nope. That is a Maxim. Okay.
Yeah, I can say, wait a minute.
And then that Maxim platoon is pinned.
Yeah.
But that will be, unfortunately, my turn of shooting because all my AT is gone. And yeah.
Yep.
We'll be back with Soviet turn 3. All right, starting step, Maxim company on a 4+. They do not unpin. Okay. And the company over here actually on a 2+ because they are within 8 inches of the commander with his upgrade.
Are you kidding me?
But you get a commander reroll.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they unpin. All right, so we'll be back with movement. Okay, Soviet movement step. So, those are staying stationary to shoot up the dudes in the buildings, along with the storm group. We're just going to get the benefits of concealment. On this flank, 3 of the teams there cleared a minefield while the rest advanced. Most of them passed into the barbed wire, so next turn they'll be able to clear that if they're alive. Hopefully they aren't for me. The Red Banner Rifle Company continued to advance up the building, with 3 of them pushing forward to get some shots into the infantry. The IS-2s, one failed to cross over the wreck of the bunker, while the other 2 pushed forward up to the barricade. And the OT-34s are trying to hook around to get to the other undefended, mostly objective. So, that will be Soviet movement step. We'll be back with some shooting. Okay, start of turn 2, shooting step for the Soviets. The storm group, unfortunately, are just out of range to use their SMGs this turn. So we got 3 rifle company DP rifle teams firing. So hitting me on 6s because I'm concealed and gone to ground.
1 hit.
1 hit, 3-up save, which I pass. Then we have 2 IS-2s. They are shooting into this building. And 1 IS-2, which is shooting into that building. So these guys will be hitting on 7s because concealed, gone to ground, and slow firing. So 6s followed by 5s and 6s.
No.
Okay. And the other guy will be hitting on a 6 because my guys did fire last turn.
No.
Yeah. Okay. 2 OT-34 cannon shots, also hitting on 6s.
No.
Nope. And then we have the ISUs. So they'll be targeting the building. 2 shots. I'm concealed. And you're slow firing. And I think they moved this turn. I can't remember now. So hitting on 6s there.
No, they did not move. They stayed where they were.
Oh, then they're hitting on 5s.
Okay. 2 hits.
Okay. D6 additional hits on the one building.
5.
And then D6 additional hits on the other building because you're going to scatter the hits.
3.
So you're going to get 6 hits on that team and 4 hits on that team. That is not great. Yeah, he's dead. And then the one with 4 hits is also dead.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so...
was going to drop artillery. Oh, I guess I can still hit the one guy.
Yeah, so you did range in, I forgot. You did range in on the second attempt there, so you're only hitting one dude now on a 4 or 5 plus because second attempt. All right, 3 up. Firepower, 3 up. 4 up. He's dead. Okay, so I am very much down to like no teams remaining. But I get some shots back now on my turn. Cool. Help.
It's
Turn
turn
3,
my
so I
dearest.
potentially get a reserve on a roll of a 5 plus. So we'll be back with German starting step. Okay, turn 3 starting step. I don't need to do any remounts or pins because they're dead. So reserves. Well, that might be game, but we'll find out. All right, turn 3 shooting step. Gonna start with the Panther turret. 2 shots firing at these tonks. They are aggressive, but they are over 16, so they'll be hitting you on 4s. I'll get 1 hit, which I'll put on the front tank, which will go straight to firepower, because again, AT 14 to front armor 6, becoming 7, still not enough on the D6. So a 3 plus to bail you out. That's okay, I just don't have the shells anymore. So then over here, we've got a lot of shots coming out at a couple of different things. I think I might target the storm group for the most part, because they're the scarier ones with the SMGs. So let me count out the shots and we'll be right back. All right, I'm going to start with the 2 heavy machine guns in this building firing. 6 shots each, so I'll do 2 rolls of 6, hitting you on 4s, because you're in the open to me. So the first shot will get 3 hits. The second one will get 3 more hits, so I'm currently at 6 hits. And then I got 6 more rifle MG teams that have line of sight. 2 shots each. So another group, or another 2 groups of 6, I guess, makes sense. Hitting on 4s. 1, 2, 3 more hits. 1, 2, so 5 more hits, so 11 hits in total. Valid teams are only really the front 5, so front 6, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so these front ones will get 2, he'll get 2, and he'll get 1. So you could attempt to swap it with mistaken target from the flamethrower to the other SMG if you want.
I will attempt.
3 plus. Nope.
I will fail.
All right, so 2 shots, 2 hits each. So same throw as 3 plus on this one. He's dead. Okay, this is on the flamethrower. He's dead on this team here. Is dead on the command team. Is alive on that team. Is no 2 hits on that one.
Oh, sorry.
Is good, and then the 1 hit on that SMG.
It was a 2.
Is 2. All right. So they're very much pinned.
Yep.
And you're out of range for me to Panzerfaust, so that unfortunately will be my shooting. Very slow shooting step, but I'm at least holding you off. You are within 4, but I'm still within 4, so let's see what happens next turn. Okay, Soviet turn 4 starting step. 5 plus remount.
Yep.
Yeah, he gets in. Rally on the SMG, or sorry, on the Maxims again.
No.
No. Okay, and then a 2 plus rally on the Storm group with a commander reroll. Okay, and a 3 plus last stand.
Yes.
They succeed. All right, so we'll be back with some potential movement. All right, takes 3 movement.
Okay, so the
Storm group.
thank you moved up here to try and maybe apply some more additional support over there. These guys just kind of shimmied up to help. And then my whole mess of what I had left over here just kind of moved forward to try
Pushed.
and push
So
off that.
the Storm group and the command teams, they did successfully pass through the entrenchments there. The rifle company moved up and here as well, positioning for possible assault if they can pin the Fallschirmjäger. The lone IS-2 that was there, he did cross over there, so they've moved up to put in some firepower there. And the OT-34 is just tactical. They're 12 inches to engage that Panther turret, one of them failing to cross the rebel pile. So, lots of pressure. I'm down to basically 2 units. Yeah, we'll see if I can even hold on for another turn. We'll be back with some Soviet shooting. Okay, so we were going to shoot the OT-34s against the Panther turret, but their AT is only 9 apparently, and his front armor is 9. So, moving on.
Yep.
Over here, IS2s, 3 shots into the building here for that brutal extra D6 hits. We're going to be hitting on 6s because I'm concealed and you're slow firing.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Okay, and then we have the Red Banner Rifle Company. We're going to fire 2, hitting me on 5s because of
How
concealment.
many did I have there?
You have 4 that can shoot. 3 hits.
3 hits.
Okay. So 3 saves to the closest 3 teams, one of which is a Panzerschreck, so I'll do him first. He saves. 1 fail, so a 6 at firepower.
Nope.
Okay. So that's 3 hits so far. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SMG teams. So 15 shots. Also hitting on 5s.
Eight.
Okay. Now, these can only hit teams within 4 inches, so let me see which ones are actually in range, and then we'll assign the hits. Alright, so the SMGs would have range to basically those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. There we go, brain. So Breeze put 2 hits each on the Panzerschrecks, and then 1 hit on each of the rest of the teams. So the Panzerschrecks, the first one, saves. Second one saves. And then the command team fails for a firepower, but we'll come back to that. This team. And the other 2 Rifle MG teams. 1 more fails. So, might as well do 2 firepowers because it won't really matter, but yeah.
The green one is the command.
Command team. It'll just automatically swap if he dies, but no. That is not enough to kill me, but that is enough to pin me, so we'll be back after she considers some assaults. Okay, so as you can see, Bree contacted. She brought her formation commander. So the formation commander gave her the bonuses for the rallies. Won't really matter as much here, though. Just extra teams. And the color banner makes it so that I always have to score 8 hits or more to push you back. So in my defensive fire, I'm going to have a couple of teams over in this building here firing. 2 SMG 44s or 42s, and then all of these guys have line of sight. So we'll be back after we do that. Okay, thanks to my pinned rate of fire, I only succeeded in getting 5 hits. Normally that would be enough to push you back, but because of that Red Banner Color Party command card, you always count as being a large team, so I need 8. So I'll just assign hits, 1 on each. You can just roll the 2 command teams first, please, just because they're separate.
2 command teams.
They're good, and then the other 3 teams, 1 dies. Okay, so now we're in assault. We have 4 teams. I believe they're all assault rating 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just roll 1 here. Dead on my Panzerschreck. Dead, and 2 on the 1 team. Very dead. So then I would test a counterattack. And I don't remember what the false major stats are, so 1 second. Well, I am still fearless, so there's the plus there, 3 plus. I do come into counterattacks, so I'll move in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shrek I won't bother with because he can't hurt you. I am, I believe, green, right? Oh, I got a 4 plus in assault though. So 1 here, 4 plus. Nope. 2 on your SMG there. Okay, I killed 1 team. And 1 on him. No. Okay, so I only killed a team. So then you test a counterattack. 3 plus, but with a reroll.
It is back there. It is 3.
Perfect. So you don't need to move in again. You just hit. So 2 plus there. Yep. And 2 dice there. Yep. 1 and 1. And then I test a counterattack again. And I fail. So I'll be back after that. Okay, so I fell back. She consolidated in. And now she's going to launch the second assault here into this room. So I've got 1, 2, 3 teams that can see you. 3 shots in defensive fire, hitting you on 4s. I get 2 hits. 3's up to save. I will kill 2 teams. And we'll be right back because we have to figure out the stats of the rifle banner. So So in the room we have this team, and this team. We're saying this team, and these guys aren't. Well, they're not in the building. He's not in the same room. So you got 4 hits on the teams in this room on a 3+.
3 hits.
3 all dead, so that succeeds, and you can consolidate into the room.
Okay, I've officially pushed you all the way off the point.
Yes. Okay, so my teams fell back from the rooms. I still got 1 team in the building, just in that small little pocket room there. And the rest of the company or platoon is just along the edge of the board, trying to hold on for dear life. Bree contemplated assaulting in with her IS-2s, but probably not a good idea. I mean, I'll be hitting on a 4+ because I'm pinned with the Panzerschrecks, but they're high enough AT I could at least bail you out.
Yeah.
So we'll call the turn there and be back with Defender turn 4. Starting step, turn 4, 3+ rally. I failed to rally, but I do still have my formation commander nearby. Still fails to rally. And then I get 2 dice for reserves. And I'll get no reserves. So I will concede.
Okay.
And we'll be back with a recap. Okay, well, that was a brutal fight. You won on turn 4, which, I mean, no offense, but you hardly ever win.
Yeah!
And yeah, no, so blood on the streets, Berlin Germans, excellent scenario. Okay, a couple of key points. First off, even at 150 points for the Soviets, you're only going to start with 30 points on the table. Not great. And the 24 points of fortifications, but we saw the Panther turret didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, it hit, but it failed to kill.
Yeah.
So a couple of ideas for that would be any of the units with the People's Militia, so the Volkssturm or the Hitler Jugend, would be really, really beneficial in this scenario, specifically because they will count as 0 points for reserves. So you can actually have a bunch of them on the table alongside the rest of your army. I unfortunately just don't have any models for them.
Yeah.
And I refuse to get Hitler Youth models anyway. So
yeah.
We'll get some Volkssturm for our next Berlin game, but that'll be a while from now. Other key points. The fortifications, they can really slow down the attacking enemy unless there's veterans. Apparently, her Soviets just didn't want to fail a skill check this game, so that really didn't slow you down.
No.
And, yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do about not rolling your dice that you need for reserves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the People's Militia cards and unit options are going to be the way for the Germans to win this game.
Yeah.
And that's my takeaway.
Yeah.
I'm still reeling. That was fast and brutal. I just did not have enough points on the table. There's nothing I could do about it.
Did you have an MVP this game?
Not on my farce.
I would say mine's probably the guys that just cleared everything.
Yeah, your storm group. I mean, they all but one of them successfully moved into the minefield the first turn, basically. Yeah. You cleared it the next turn. You blitzed through the barbed wire, and then that was. If I could have just thrown you back on one assault there, that would have been really helpful. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, because you had the Red Banner Color Party upgrade, I needed 8 hits to force you back, no matter how many teams are in the platoon.
Yep.
But yeah, so that was our Blood on the Streets game. We really hope you enjoyed it. This will be going up as the first of our series of games. We do have a linked campaign from Kustrain all the way to Battle of Berlin. So we hope you enjoy. Check us out on our social medias. We got Facebook, Discord, Instagram, Twitter. Mostly active on Instagram, Discord, and Facebook. And yeah, if you like what you see here, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Free Fluters share us around. And remember, we're pulling for you. Let's keep sticks on the ice.
Take care, guys.